These 30 real fishing encounters, all caught on camera, rip open the terrifying, heart-wrenching underbelly of what should be a peaceful escape on the waves, leaving you breathless, chilled to the bone, and questioning every ripple in the water. A frantic boy named Liam thrashes wildly in the merciless river current, his screams tearing through the air like shattered glass, raw terror etching his face as he calls desperately for his dad who's nowhere in sight. Nearby, a lone fisherman feels his stomach drop, adrenaline surging like ice through his veins. He guns the engine, heart hammering, and pulls alongside the kid who's already turning blue from the freezing grip of the water. "Hold on, buddy, you're safe now, I've got you," he whispers, voice steady but eyes wide with the gut-punch fear of what could have been. Liam clings like a lifeline, sobbing, "He's gone, he left me." His small body shaking violently as the man jokes through gritted teeth about his minnow bucket to pierce the panic. That heartbreaking mix of childlike trust and bone-deep dread hanging heavy. With a heave that strains every muscle, the boy hauls himself aboard, collapsing in a heap of shivers and gasps, the fisherman's relief crashing over him like a wave. Oh God, he made it, but the what-ifs claw at his soul. Racing to shore, pounding on a cabin door with fists clenched in fury and fear. "Towels now! He's freezing! His dad abandoned him out there!" The injustice burns hot as EMS swarms in, checking for hypothermia while Liam's father finally stumbles up, his casual shrug twisting the knife deeper. No tears, no hugs, just a hollow thanks that leaves everyone hollowed out, hearts aching for the kid who almost drowned in more ways than one. Out magnet fishing, the guys yank on the line with whoops of excitement turning to gut-wrenching horror. "Dude, that's no scrap, it's a live artillery shell, massive and humming with death." Their faces drain of color, pulses thundering as they drag the beast onto the bridge, screaming at gawkers to back off, the sheer weight of impending doom pressing down like a nightmare you can't wake from. Sweat beads cold on their brows, fingers trembling as they dial for help, every second stretching into eternity, the shell's rusted menace staring back like a forgotten war's vengeful ghost. Bomb squad rolls in, faces grim under helmets, X-rays piercing the darkness to reveal fuses that could erase them all in a blink. Oh man, the relief when they haul it away is euphoric. Shaky laughs masking the soul-shaking terror of brushing eternity's edge. On Reunion Island, where the turquoise paradise hides jaws of hell, 15-year-old Amara paddles out at dawn, her heart soaring with that wild, defiant joy of the waves, whispering to herself, "This is my world," oblivious to Theban's grim shadow from attacks that stole her heroes. The sun kisses the crests, but then the water erupts in a frenzy of foam and fury. A bull shark, eyes black as oblivion, slams into her board, yanking her under with a scream that rips the air. Her friends' horrified cries echoing like lost souls as blood blooms dark and her passion turns to a mother's wail of "Not my baby, please God, no." The island weeps, surf spots silenced by grief's heavy fog. Amara's note, "I'll be safe, Mom." A dagger to the heart, leaving everyone raw, furious at the ocean's cruel betrayal, that aching void where promise met predator. Deep sea. The crew's cheers for a thrashing tuna explode into stunned silence as a great white breaches like a living torpedo, snatching the prize in jaws that could crush dreams, its ancient eyes locking on theirs with cold indifference. The men's breaths catch, chests tight with primal awe and terror, whispering, "Holy shit, we're nothing out here." That mesmerizing horror etching forever into their souls, a brush with the abyss that humbles and haunts. Years of a sister's anguished searches for her brother Ethan vanished with his black Jeep in 2019, nights of tear-soaked pillows and hollow holidays, until sonar pings like a ghost's heartbeat in a murky creek, the drone dipping down to unveil the submerged wreck, silver under silt, and her world shatters anew in bittersweet sobs. "It's him! Oh God, it's really him!" Closure's knife twisting sweet and savage, the family's embrace fierce against the void finally filled. A paddleboarder slices serene waters when, wham, a colossal shadow heaves her under, heart exploding in panic. "Something's got me!" Flailing in the murk, lungs burning, until a whiskered manatee surfaces with soul-melting gentleness. Her laughter bubbling up through relieved tears, that wild swing from death's grip to absurd joy leaving her trembling, alive, profoundly grateful for the ocean's quirky mercy. A lone house bobs adrift in endless blue, windows staring like empty eyes, evoking a pang of profound loneliness. Who lost their sanctuary to the sea's indifferent rage? The sight tugs at forgotten sorrows, a floating elegy that whispers of storms unspoken, leaving witnesses with a knack for the invisible hands that once called it home. By a haunted camper, the photo freezes grins amid whispers of unease. But later, that translucent specter with flowing hair steps from the shadows. Chills race spines, breaths shallow with dread. We weren't alone. Something watched us. Sleep fleeing in the grip of otherworldly fear, hearts pounding against the veil between worlds. Snapping a swim selfie, Sarah's joy curdles into icy dread spotting the watery silhouette. Too humanoid, too watchful. Friends huddle, voices cracking with unease. What the hell is that staring back? That prickling paranoia of eyes in the deep, turning carefree splashes into a shiver that lingers like a secret terror. From the bridge, gasps rip through as the buoy births a rising form, humanoid and ethereal. It's coming up. Oh fuck, it's looking right at us. Hearts slamming, minds reeling between illusions' tease and cryptids' chill. That electric fear of the unknown bubbling up, leaving them haunted by what might still lurk below. In Alabama's creek, a Nokia snap captures laughter's warmth. But zoom in. God, that ghostly figure in the mist, uninvited, unseen. Group's blood runs cold, whispers fracturing into "we were alone, swear it." The isolation's bite sharpening the terror of intruders from beyond, souls unsettled in the afterglow. Winter's king tide roars in like vengeful fate, snatching the woman from shore in a roar of foam and fury, her screams swallowed by the surge, limbs flailing in frozen panic. "Help! It's pulling me under!" That visceral fight for breath, heart thundering against nature's brutal indifference, emerging drenched in survival's shaky triumph and ocean's unforgiving wrath. At Coombe Abbey, Lawrence's twilight shot hides horror in plain sight. A shadowy sentinel beside his wife, not tree but intruder from the ether. Later visits churn his gut with dread, home plagued by whispers and shapes that claw at sanity. His skeptic's armor cracked, raw vulnerability bleeding through to desperate pleas for truth. The boat's calm shatters as an alligator gar catapults aboard like a prehistoric fury, jaws snapping inches from flesh, men's yells raw with shock. "Get it off, it's thrashing everywhere!" Adrenaline's fire forging quick ropes and quicker hearts, emerging unscathed but scarred by the wild's savage kiss, laughter laced with lingering what-ifs. Diving relics yield a helmet scarred by forgotten blasts, a shell humming peril, then a submachine gun's cold steel. Diver's pulse races with unearthed dread. This could kill. Hands shaking as he surfaces, the weight of history's ghosts pressing heavy. Relief flooding when authorities claim the arsenal. But the chill of war's echo lingers deep. A caiman's armored bulk draws piranhas in a whirlwind of silver death, tearing at its belly with frenzied precision. They're devouring it alive. Watchers' stomachs twist in horrified awe. Breaths held against the gore's visceral symphony, that primal revulsion at nature's merciless ballet leaving them forever wary of still waters. Bison's hulking shadow looms too close, man's calm facade masking the thunder of fear, slow retreat a prayer unspoken. Easy, big guy, don't charge. Relief's warm rush when it turns, a quiet victory over instinct's roar, hearts settling into grateful rhythm for the wild's spared grace. The boat hovers skyward in mirage's ethereal deceit, a ghostly vessel defying gravity. Viewers' jaws drop in wondrous chill. It's floating in the clouds, that surreal beauty twisting with uncanny dread, a fleeting glimpse of world's fragile illusions that stirs soul-deep wonder and whisper of the veil's thinness. Reunion's waves claim Matthew Schiller, champion's fire snuffed in a maelstrom of fins and foam, witnesses screams raw as he fights, board shattering, blood clouding his beloved sea. Hold on, brother! Grief's tidal wave crashing over the island, licenses plummeting, parents' arms empty, his legacy a bittersweet blaze amid the shark's endless shadow, hearts forever fractured by passion's fatal pull. Minnesota's Dawn Lake mirrors peace, but the photo betrays a lurking blur by the trees. Alone? Then what the hell is that? Chills creeping like fog, isolation's bite sharpening the fear of unseen watchers, that gnawing unease of eyes in the wild's quiet heart. Footage's corner flickers, a bush-born silhouette peaks, vanishes like smoke. Bigfoot? No way. Reviewer's breath hitches, forest legends clawing alive, that spine-tingling thrill of myth made flesh leaving nights restless with wilderness's watchful secrets. Ship's flash catches a fleeting shade at the gangway. Searches yield nothing but echoing dread. Stowaway or spirit? Crew's whispers fevered. CCTV's blank stare mocking. The isolation's terror amplifying the ghost's grip on their frayed nerves. Yard's midnight wail pierces the dark, pale lady gliding silent. La Llorona's cry. Neighbor's absence amplifies the soul-freezing solitude. Folklore's chill weaving into bone-deep fright, leaving them huddled against the night's lamenting phantom. Beach photo's edge holds a girl's gaze, memory blank. Who are you staring at me? That eerie directness pierces like accusation, unsettling the soul with forgotten presences, a haunting query if the past swam up unbidden. Submerged horror rises, arm outstretched in silent plea. Jacob's remains, months lost, position a riddle that twists grief sharper. How, after all this time? Families' sobs mingle with online chills, closure's comfort laced with the macaber's unyielding stare. Arctic's ice-fanged sea hurls slabs at the hull, waves towering like wrathful titans, crew's grips white-knuckled, faces etched with defiant awe and terror's edge. Nature's symphony of fury humbling their fragile defiance. Nightshore's humanoid lurches from gloom toward the lone man, its coming twisted and wrong. Picture's void amplifies the dread, no context but the raw pulse of pursuit's shadow, leaving imaginations ablaze with unanswered pursuit. Mermaid's tail flicks through frames, graceful yet ghostly. Real or ripples lie? Detail's absence fuels the tantalizing terror, a siren's whisper pulling at curiosity's dark undercurrent, hearts ensnared in myth's seductive chill. Michigan campsite's bike frame hides a tree-shrouded watcher, faint and foreboding. Eyes on us the whole time? Angie's late notice spikes the paranoia, returns emptiness mocking, that voyeuristic dread turning haven to haunted ground.